Good morning, children. We'll discuss the old question papers, and at first, we'll take up the question paper of 2016 of NDA first examination. So, let's go to this general ability test English of A set. So, let's discuss these questions, and English section is for 200 marks. So let's take up the first question which is there. That's a selecting words. So we are going to take up part A, which is meant for English. So in the case of selecting words, you have to fill in the blanks. You have to select the appropriate word. So let's discuss the question. In this section, each of the following sentences has a blank space and 4 words given after the sentence. Select whichever word you consider most appropriate for the blank space and indicate your response in the answer sheet accordingly. Now let's take up the first example. When the bus was at full speed, its brakes failed and an accident was. The 4 options given to us: inevitable, undeniable, fatal, miserable. And what it appears fatal may be the fatal accident. We often use fatal accident. But remember here the context. The bus was moving at great speed and there was a failure of brakes. So what does it mean? That accident could not have been avoided. So it was unavoidable. And what word is there which shows us that it was unavoidable? It's inevitable. An accident was inevitable. Let's go to the second one. To explain his design to his visitors, the architect dashed a simple plan on the blackboard. Now, what is the architect doing? He is trying to sketch a plan on the board, on the blackboard. He's sketching. So, sketched a plan. So, he does sketches on the blackboard. So he draws sketches on the blackboard. So architect sketched a simple plan on the blackboard. Now let's go to the third one. Though bonsai, a well-known art form, originated in China, it was dashed by the Japanese. So you have to look at these options: cultivated, finished, perfected, enlarged, and you will feel that perfected is the most appropriate. Because originate, and after that what has happened, it is not cultivation of that, but it's a perfection which is being done by the Japanese. So you have to find the most appropriate among all these. Is greatly admired for his dash behavior: decrepit, decadent, decorative, decorous. So decorous would be the most appropriate. And what does decorous mean? Very polite, very mannered. So decorative can be some of the items. So when you compare these two, and you will find that decorous is the right one, because other 2 options, they don't come anyway closer. Decrepit, weak, or decadent, decaying. So it doesn't come very close. But C and D, out of these 2, decorous is the right one, which means very polite behavior. Let's go to the 5th one. Would you mind dash to the principal how the trouble started? So there was some trouble and how the trouble started. Or there was agitation, how the trouble started now. Now here, would you mind, what is the most appropriate? Now you have to explain to the principal. So your explaining would be, would you mind explaining to the principal? You give explanation to the principal. Now here, vaccination will make people immune. So what preposition should come after immune? Certain disease for a given period. So immune to certain disease. Accused of. So you have to remember what will come along with a verb or adjective. So you have to remember that. Immune to we use. Immune to certain diseases. The 2 boys looked so alike that it was impossible to dash between them. It was impossible to. Now here think about the options given there. Discriminate, discern, distinguish, identify. And you will find that distinguish would be the most appropriate, because here you are comparing these two boys and you are saying they are looking similar. So therefore distinguish, differentiate, or make difference there. So to distinguish would be the most appropriate here. The campers dash their tents. Now tents, what they are doing, they are not digging something or install, they are pitching the tents. So what will be the most appropriate with tent? So pitching of the tents we say. So the campers pitched their tents at the base of the mountain. So let's go to the ninth one now. The enemy had captured him and his life was at stake. So his life was in danger. Still he refused to dash the state secrets. So now what is it doing? Now here most appropriate, think over that. Divulge, divert, indulge, invert. So the most appropriate will be divulge, because reveal the secrets, disclose the secrets. So here divulge the secrets. So divulge would be the right word. So let's go to the 10th one now. Antonyms. So we are going to the antonyms. And let's read the question at first. And in the case of antonyms, you have to find the opposite words. Each item in this section consists of an underlined word in given sentences. Each sentence is followed by 4 words. Select the word which is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word. So here let's go to the first example here. So 10th one. He handled the machine with deft fingers. Deft fingers, skillful. So he was very much skilled. So deft, skillful. So what is opposite of deft? That's skillful. And here you will find the opposite of skillful is clumsy here. So clumsy would be the most appropriate answer here, antonym of that. So not remaining that delicate, sturdy, quick. So clumsy is the right answer here. I was deeply affected by his urbane behavior. So a bit very polite. So appropriate word or opposite word will be rude here. Not rural, irrational, indifferent, but rude. Urban, very polite, very mannered, very refined, urban, and rude will be the opposite of that. Now let's go to 12th one now. His timidity proved costly. Timidity, arrogance, boldness, skillfulness, cunning. Timid, opposite of timid is bold. So naturally, timidity opposite will be boldness. So B is the right answer. Arrangements were made to handle the mammoth gathering tactfully. Mammoth, very huge. So mammoth means very huge. Now let's see a significant, very important, significant, small, unruly, noisy. Unruly means uncontrolled. So what will be the appropriate here? Very easy answer, small. So mammoth, very huge, and small, very big. So that's what is mammoth. So opposite word of that will be small. So let's go to the 14th one now. He was engrossed in his work when I walked. He was engrossed in his work. That means he was totally absorbed in his work. He was engaged, occupied. All these are synonyms. But the word which is opposite in meaning is inattentive. He was not paying attention there. And he was engrossed. So opposite will be inattentive. Let's go to the 15th one. So 15th one, these are the main points of the preceding paragraph. Preceding, coming before. So these are the main points of the paragraph that are coming before. So opposite of that will be following. Opposite of preceding will be following. And remember, usually what happens if it's adjective, usually the answer will be adjective. So verb, then you will have to find out the verb only. He made a shrewd guess. So he made a very clever guess. So opposite of clever. But here you have to think about the context also. And if you think about the context, so the right answer will be wild. That's a B answer. So he made a wild guess. So we use sometimes a wild guess. Now let's go to the 17th one. He is suffering from A severe cough. Again, we have to think about the context. Severe cough, mild. So mild will be the opposite of severe. Cumulatively, the effect of these drugs is quite bad. Cumulatively means collectively. So if its meaning is collectively, so what will be the opposite word? Now, what does obviously mean? Clearly. So the opposite word will be individually. So that's why antonym will be individually. That's A answer. Let's go to 19th. He was conspicuous because of his colorful shirt. So he was very conspicuous means he was drawing the attention because of his colorful shirt. So everybody was noticing him. So the opposite word will be unnoticeable. D is the right answer here. He hates these continual arguments with his friend. Continual. So opposite of that will be occasional. Occasional here, continual, occasional. C is the right answer. Let's go to the 21st here. Spotting errors. Each question in this section has a sentence with 3 underlined parts labeled A, B and C. Read each sentence to find out whether there is any error in any underlined part and indicate your response in the answer sheet against the corresponding letter, that is A or B or C. If you find no error, your response should be indicated as D. Now she said that she was understanding his point of view very well. No error. Remember the verbs like understand, think. So these are look, hear, listen. So these are the kind of verbs where you should avoid using ing forms. They will be using ing forms very rarely. She said that she understood his point of view very well. So therefore, what is wrong there? A is wrong there. So you have to find, so error is in A. So answer will be, she said that she understood his point of view very well. So answer is A. Let's go to the next one. All the houses having been washed away by the flood, the villagers sought shelter in the Panchayat office. You will feel that probably having been washed away is a right answer here because there is an error there, but actually there is no error there. All the houses having been washed away by the flood. Now here this is being used as a phrase rather than a clause there, and that comes just before that. The villagers sought shelter in the Panchayat office. So therefore there is no error in this kind of sentence. So there is no error. So D is the right answer. Now let's go to 23rd. It is necessary for us to familiarize with and get used to the ways of the people among whom we live. So what is the answer there? You have to find the error there. Error is in A. So the answer is A. What is wrong with that? Familiarize with is a right of preposition. But remember here, it is necessary for us to familiarize ourselves with. You have to use reflexive pronoun here. So familiarize ourselves with, and therefore A is the right answer. Now let's go to 24th. The mother asked the child, why did she cry out in her sleep? No error. See, this kind of question quite often comes in the exam. So remember, here why is used as a relative pronoun. When why is used as a relative pronoun, that means it is joining two clauses here. The mother asked the child, that is one clause. The next clause you see here, when we are using why as a relative pronoun, next you have to make it a statement. And what will be the statement? Remember here, it's earlier past. So the statement will be she cried out in her sleep. But since it's earlier past, you have to make use of past perfect. So therefore, why she had cried out in her sleep. So what is the answer here? B is the right answer. Let's go to 25th. I asked him that why. See, you can't use two relative pronouns, but let's see here. I asked him that why he was angry, but he did not answer. No error. Now remember here, I asked him. That means there is a question. If it's a question, you should not use that as a relative pronoun. So you can't use that. You have to use either if, whether, or you have to use question word. So question word is already there. Why? And remember after that what is that? There is a statement. Why? He was angry but he didn't answer. So there is a statement. So therefore why is correct. So what is the answer? A is the answer. I asked him. That is not required there. So A is the answer because there is an error in the first part. A. So far we have seen 25 questions. We'll go further. Had I not taken ill, I would have sent you my research paper much earlier. Had I not taken ill, I would have sent you my research paper much earlier. Is there any error there? There is no error there. Question number 26. We don't find any error there. Let's go to 27th one. The barn owl helps the farmer by destroying rats, which could, if left unchecked, do a lot of damage to the crops. Just read that once again. The barn owl helps the farmer by destroying rats, which could, if left unchecked, do a lot of damage to the crops. There is no error at all. So answer is D. No error. Absolutely correct sentence. But they will purposely give these kind of sentences. Okay, let's go to the next one. And remember, very important rule here. Very important sentence here. He had gone home 3 weeks ago and was expected back yesterday, but he has not come yet. Remember here, yesterday is used. Whenever yesterday is used, ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever they are used, you have to use simple past. Was expected, passive voice, simple past is there. He had gone home, perfect tense is there, wrong. He went home 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, you have to use simple past tense. He went home 3 weeks ago. So what is the answer there? A is the answer. Because there is an error in A. And remaining all parts, they are all correct. Remaining all phrases are correct. So let's go to the next one. 29th one. We must sympathize for others in their troubles. You have to learn which preposition comes with which verb. We must sympathize with others. We must sympathize with others in their troubles. Let's go to question number 30. The scientists in America are trying for long to discover the genes responsible for aging. The scientists in America are trying for long. It's a long duration. They have been trying. So they have been trying for long. So B is wrong. So that is the answer. So here the scientists in America have been trying. So in place of are, what should come? Have been trying. Let's go to question number 31. Sentence improvement. In this section, look at the underlined part of each sentence. Below each sentence are given 3 possible substitutes for the underlined part. If one of them A, B or C is better than the underlined part, indicate your response on the answer sheet against the corresponding letter A, B or C. If none of the substitutions improves the sentence, indicate D as your response on the answer sheet. Thus, a no improvement response will be signified by the letter D. So let's go to the 31st one. When he heard the rhetorical speech of the leader, he was carried along by his enthusiasm. Find out the right phrase. Carried away by his enthusiasm. So getting excited, and that's why he was carried away. After the heavy rains last week, the water in the lake raised another 2 feet. So water level rises. So here water level rises. And what is the past tense of rise? Rose. And what about raised? Raised is the past tense of raise. So water level rises. So rise, rose. So rose another 2 feet. A is the right answer. One can live and work in a town without being aware of the daily march of the sun across the sky, without never seeing the moon and stars. See, without is negative. So you can't have one more negative there. Without ever seeing the moon and stars. Ever is the right answer here. Now applications of those who are graduates will be considered. Applications of those who are graduates will be considered absolutely correct sentence. Nothing wrong with that particular sentence. So D is the right answer here. Let's go to 35th now. It is raining heavily all through this week. So here you have to use perfect tense because very long period, long duration all through this week. So long duration, that's why it has rained heavily all through this week. The sparrow took no notice about the bread. No notice what should come. Preposition. What preposition should come? No notice of. So A is the right answer. As he spoke about his achievements, his high claims amused us. Wrong. Claims along with claims, tall claims will come. Tall claims. So what adjective should be used? That also you should know. Tall claims. We ought to stand for what is right. We ought to stand up for what is right. We have to support or we have to stand up for what is right. Stand up is the right phrase there. He enjoys. So enjoy is such a verb. After that ing form should come. He enjoys telling stories to children. So B is the right answer. In a few minutes time, when the clock strikes 6, I would be waiting here for an hour. See, in a few minutes time, future tense. So all these three which are given there, they are all in future tense, but for an hour, long duration. So therefore, you have to make use of perfect tense. I shall have been waiting for here for an hour. I shall have been waiting. So B is the right answer there. So let's go to synonyms now. Sudden, now here synonyms, you have to find the words similar in meaning. Suddenly there was a bright flash followed by a deafening explosion. Deafening, very loud. So right answer is very loud. He showed exemplary courage, which can be example to all others. So exemplary courage, which can be model to all others. So commendable, which can be commended, praiseworthy. So commendable is the right answer here. Commendable courage. When the new teacher entered the classroom, he found the pupils restive. No, they were not at rest. They were not sitting quietly there. So impatient, they were all impatient. That's a synonym, similar meaning which this word has got. There's no dearth of talent in this country. No scarcity. So scarcity or lack, dearth, lacking. So scarcity is the right word here, which has got similar meaning, dearth, scarcity. The servants retired to their quarters. The servants went away to their quarters. Went away. So they have gone back to their quarters. Went away. Retired, went away. B is the right answer. So let's go to the 46th one. The Navy gave tactical support to the Marines. So what is the similar word? Synonymous word for tactical. Tactical, it's a strategic. A genius tends to deviate from the routine way of thinking. So a genius tends to deviate. Now here you find the to differ. Deviate means what? To differ. A genius tends to differ from the routine way of thinking. Let's go to 48th one. He was greatly debilitated by an attack of influenza. Debilitate means weakened. He was greatly weakened by an attack of influenza. So laudable. Now what is the synonymous word for laudable? Praiseworthy. Laud, to praise. So praiseworthy is the synonymous word for laudable. Let's see the last example here. His conduct brought him reproach from all quarters. Reproach.